Hey everybody, Shay here for an unboxing of the next shipment of Raven Nevermore issue 7 that came in from the printer. I got 3 boxes here, so it looks like there's 100 in each. Now a quick check on all of the corners seems decent, like this box seemed to make it. This one's a little bit bowed, but I'm suspecting that the inside has some pretty good padding that keeps it all safe. Now this third box here, I do recall is a bit of an opening here, which could have allowed in extra humidity, but I'm gonna just let that go and not get too concerned. Also some bowing here, so obviously this box fell off of some edge or something. There's a corner here that might have impacted the last 10 comics in that stack, but again, these boxes have generally come with pretty good reinforcement here on the spine and some padding. So let me open it up and let's take a look inside. So here we go. We got, again, just a healthy amount of bubble wrap at the top here. Okay, let's open this up. And there's some float here, but this bubble wrap hopefully kept these issues as safe as possible. These do not have the extra reinforcement corner that some of the older boxes had, so maybe a little bit disconcerting, but maybe not too bad. I mean, there's a little bit of a ding here on the corner, but that's not too bad. Let's take a look. Let me get to the bottom stack here and pull them out. Now, it does look like everything is fine. Let me rip this one apart and let's take a look. I do love the this particular cover and the colors on it. I think turned out pretty remarkable. Definitely got some dings here. So the last stack looks like there's like 2 dings on this one. The back is fine, the corners seem fine, but it does look like the spine's got a little bit of extra pressure damage. This one's just got slightly, so the second one, not too bad. Third one seems to be okay. This one here has a back ding right here, but everything else generally fine. Now, I'm highlighting the dings for people who see the campaigns and then see a bargain bundle of the comics. I basically put these ones, which are relatively decent otherwise, but they might have one small ding like this, and if it's only got one, then I put it aside and it becomes part of a bargain bundle. So at a discount price, you can basically get all the comics up to the point of the campaign. So if you're not too concerned about the like having a perfect issue because if you're a collector, you want this in your collection, then get the bargain bundles. So I mean, out of the 5, only 2 of them seem to be compromised. I'm on the last half stack here, and quick review only because I can already see like if there's going to be any kind of major damage, it's going to be on this last stack, and the last stack looks good, so it looks like 1 or 2 out of 10. So if I'm at 20%, I'm happy. I'm going to check the other side of this, then we're going to get to another box. The first stack on the left here, I can already tell did take some damage. Again, I don't know how that's possible, but this wouldn't necessarily end up in the bargain bin because the bargain bundle, because there's 2 of them and they're pretty deep, and so I would put those in a separate bundle, and maybe near the end if there's like I don't know what I would call it, but something that's even like just the next quality lower. You know, this one's got 1 ding so far, so it's not too bad. But again, it's too deep. That likely wouldn't end up in a bargain bundle, so that might be too much for me to give to backers. But if I start running out, it might be at the bottom of the pile and might be included in one of the bundles. But for all intents and purposes, it looks like 1 per. There you go. So there's like a minor dent right there. That would be part of the bundle. This bottom stack has already slipped apart, so let's take a look. Again, looks like 1 per, so there's the ding right there, but then no more dings. Okay, and maybe the back has it, but the front does not. And the last 10, there it is. Again, the top one's got a ding. I'm seeing a pattern here because it seems to always be the top one, and there might be 1 more from like one of the rears here. But in terms of the back, they're fine. So it looks like 1 copy per 10. So I'm at about 10 to 20%. That's not bad. I mean, I know it's like, well, that seems like a lot. Yeah, it is, but it's not bad all considering it, because you got to give some kind of room for copies to sort of get damaged in transit. So let's look at the second box. Looking at the cover a lot close, I mean, it's some good shine on it, good sturdy paper, and on the inside, without spoiling too much, let's look at something safe. I mean, we'll keep that safe-ish. I don't want to give anything away, but the inside's looking good. Let's move on. And I absolutely recommend other people doing crowdfunds to record a video of unboxing your material just in case there are significant damages. You can complain to the printer and see if they'll do something about it. The first time I printed with this company, there was a significant damage, and they did do something about it. And so, and the only reason I kind of like was able to pull that off very, very smoothly is because I had recorded a video. I recorded the damage that happened. I basically counted the units that were damaged beyond resell. So the bargain bin kind of damage, I didn't count, like little dings like this. That might be 1 out of 10. But then there were some where the entire corner was mangled, or this one over here was mangled. And I took pictures of that from the video and pictures, of course, post video. And I was able to prove it very easily for, I mean, I'm sure they have insurance that covers some of this stuff too. So they gave me credit that I could use back on, that I could use on future orders. I opted for that. I could have just taken the cash for it, but nope, the company is really good. Otherwise, it's just, you know, the shipping matters for comics that get printed, because comics are for comic collectors. You know, like this one's pretty bad. This has got 3 or 4. But again, it seems to be always the one at the top. 3 or 4 dings. I mean, I didn't finish that sentence, as you can see right there. So bang, bang. And there's some minor ones down the spine. But yeah, it's I wish that was just kind of an unspoken rule for companies that get these kinds of orders, you know, because at this point I know that a lot more crowdfunders are happening, and there's more than a couple going to this printer. And so you don't want everyone complaining about damage to their stock. That's gonna be bad business really quick, you know. The back looks good. This has got some weird stuff going on it, so this would likely go in a bargain bin, even though you probably can't see it in the reflection here. There you go. So there's like some weird scuffing, ding, 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 all along it, whereas the black is generally pretty good. You know, it's pretty slick, but this one that was at the bottom, and it looks like it got some scuffing there that I probably wouldn't bother trying to clear. I would just put it into a bargain bin, but otherwise the issue is perfect. So that's it. That's good for this box. Let's go to the one that I'm actually a little bit more worried about because the corner is mangled, the one right here, and I will catch you there. It's not even just the corner. It looks like this one was like flattened. It's like a lot of pressure was put on it. It buckled this part right here. So I'm a little bit concerned about the ones on the top. And of course, all of this damage stuff is relative, right? Because doing small print runs, this kind of stuff matters way more than doing large print runs, right? Because there's much more bandwidth for damages to not have such an impact on your bottom line, you know. But when you're doing limited runs like this is for this project, it's significant. If I have to do another small print run to make up for copies that get damaged in these original guesstimates that I have about like how many issues do I have to print to make it to the end of the entire project run, so issues 1, 2, 9, and now of course issues 8 and 9 are going to be launching together, but I need to have enough issue 7s to then make it to issue 8, 9 campaign, but I also have to have enough issues from all of the orders before this to just be enough to get me to the end of the campaign. And hopefully I guessed right. But if I have to print only 50 copies, that's a significant cost per unit. It could be somewhere near $10 Canadian per unit, whatever the case might be. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be close to that. And I have to kind of take it off of the top, you know. The money that is over the goal amount actually goes into the production of issues 1 to 9, which is, I'm not asking for that money as part of the Kickstarter goal. That was an investment I made for myself almost like 5 to 10 years ago for this entire project. And so that was just me investing in getting this project done because it was a dream of mine. The Kickstarter goals are just for the print. So anything that goes over that printing amount, it goes to pay off that production cost in the past, but also if I need to do small orders in order to fulfill on bundle packages for the next campaign 8 and 9, and I got to print, let's say, issues 3, 4, and 5 over, I mean, obviously that's going to cost me more money, and I'm basically going into the pool of funds that go over the amount that is requested for as part of the Kickstarter goal. So that's how that dynamic works. That's the one I've kind of defined as my quote-unquote success criteria. So that doesn't bother me at all because I don't consider it. I don't consider the production cost a loss at all. I think that over time, I'm a very patient person, and I never anticipated just doing this project and then forgetting about it. This is a long-term goal. It's a long-term strategy. There's a lot of facets to what I wanted to learn along the way here. I didn't want to just produce a comic. I wanted to like do each step of the production and kind of learn everything along the way. So I'm taking it slow because I want to make sure that I can scale these projects beyond this one and into the next 5 to 10 years. So I'm not too worried about what it cost me for the production. Now, very small kind of bend damage there. Let's see if this focuses. Right there. This is the box that again had the banged up corner. There's some flaying here. Is that what the word for it? There's just like, oh, it just seems like to be the first or second one. This one's got a bit of bowing here, but it's not significant. It's just a bit of an arc, a little bit of a bend there. The bends are what I would call more of a ding. So this would go into the bargain bin. This might be able to be straightened out. There's no actual crease in that bend. This one, again, it's not too much of a crease, but you can see that reflection there means that corner is bent, right? So that's gonna be a bargain bin. If it's got this plus a couple things on the side, I would put it into that second bargain stack. If I have enough left over for, like, I don't know, something that's a bargain bin, of course I would try to move the stock any way I can, because otherwise I'm basically destroying the books, you know? I've got no use for them if I can't sell them even at a bargain cost. So anyway, so these ones got this one right here. That flaying is going on because of that corner. If I had to check the back here, again, it looks like 1 or 2 per stack. So I'm a little bit more concerned with this third box. I might have lost somewhere from 20 to 30% in this box. Might end up being bargain bins. So that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. What's fascinating is so far I haven't really seen anywhere these corners have gotten mangled. Got a folded corner there that would go into bargain, unless it's too significant. If it's too significant, you already know the drill. It wouldn't be part of that bargain stack. And again, the top and bottom seem to be getting nailed. So something tells me that when that happens, it's because when people, I might as well show you. I think it's when people are packing that don't know anything about comics, they grab it like this and they squeeze and then place, right? And so that's why they always end up in the middle here. Now, I wasn't squeezing. I do extra damage here, but I was, you know, because I'm seeing where my thumb is at. But I'm saying when people package, they likely grab like this on the spine, squeeze, and then put into piles, you know? And they're damaging the comics that they're shipping to people that have to then give this to people who back them and sell them, or to comic shops. So like, you want these things in as perfect quality as possible, because comic collectors are comic collectors. But in any case, I'm meandering on the same points. That's it for the unboxing of issue 7 of Raven Nevermore. I'm looking to package these within the next week and ship them out in a week or 2 max by the end of June. So I'll catch you in the next video. Don't forget to explore, engage, and inspire, buddy. Peace.